Telling you, man, I need that DMX growl. I'm gonna work it there one day. I'm gonna work it there one day. But what's happening? It is Friday, and if it's Friday, it is the Audible. We still ain't been canceled. We still live. I am Bobby G, along with my brother from another mother, Wildcard Mar. What's happening?
Man, you already know what it is, Bobby G, my brother, man. Always a pleasure. We here. You right, man. I don't know how we ain't got canceled yet, but we gonna keep the party rocking until they do shit.
Actually, no, today's not a cancel, but today's a fun, man. We talked about a lot of different topics. We touched on Kobe Bryant's passing. We've touched on women and gambling. We've touched on a lot of things dealing with sports and culture and things, everything surrounding. Today, we're gonna have a little bit of fun, little bit of nostalgia for everybody. As we get into our rundown, telling people what we got going on today. Matter of fact, let me toss that up for him. Bam. You know, uh, this rundown was sparked by Allen Iverson was on the podcast. Said if he was playing in today's NBA, he'd average 43 points a game.
Which I don't doubt it though.
Me neither, but for some reason, there's been a lot of debate back and forth about this. So they got me to thinking. And plus, one night, I was watching Above the Rim.
Yeah.
So today's episode is sponsored or brought together by Allen Iverson and Above the Rim. So it just got me to thinking, there's a lot of players who, from the past who would excel in today's game, whether their career was cut short by injury or just, hey, they were just born too early. So we're going to give you our 10 players, our top 10 players from yesteryear who would excel in today's NBA. And then along that, the Above the Rim part came in because, I was, Pop, Birdie. That's a lot of people's favorite character, man. Pac was dope in that movie. Shout out to Pac, shout out to Wood Harris, shout out to Dwayne Martin, shout out to Marlon Wayans. Marlon Wayans killed that movie, man. But it got me to thinking.
It's a classic.
Huh?
It's
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it come on like every other day during basketball season, so it ain't hard to find.
Nah.
Top 10 television gangsters, street dudes, stuff, whatever you want to call it. Television, not movie, because movies, we seem to get caught up in the same, the usual suspects. Tony Montana, Nino Brown. But I thought we'd take it to TV, man. TV's a little bit broader spectrum, but we all got those villains, those, hey, say hello to the bad guy. Those guys that we just fall in love with, and no matter how bad they are, you gotta love them and respect them. So, and of course, we'll get into our Fit Friday, and for those who've never tuned in, this is where we discuss mental health amongst us men, and things that we need to do to take care of ourselves and each other. But as always, we're gonna start with these simple instructions. Go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe and turn your notifications on so you know the next time we are here running our mouths, which is every Friday, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. And with that being said, every Friday. And if you don't want to look at our beautiful faces, you can catch us after the live showing at midnight, wherever you get your podcasts, be it Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. So that's that. Now we get into our honorable mentions and shout-outs. I'll let you go ahead and kick it off. I've been talking long enough, man. Let the people hear you. What you got for us?
Nah, man. Don't be ashamed to talk, man. That's what we do here. We talk. But no, man. I'm actually, you know what? You actually inspired me, Bobby G. Because I've done about 20 years of hating on this guy. I've done 20 years of hating on this guy. And when me and you talked on Monday to kick off to our draft preview on ILW Sports, I got to thinking, and I was like, you know what? For once, I'm going to give this man his flowers. I'm going to give him his flowers. Yes, LeBron James.
Hey.
I'm going to your flowers. All right? Say what you want. I'm a big critic of LeBron James on the court. On the court. All right?
Right.
On the court.
It's always business, never personal.
Oh, yeah, always. I've been a big critic of what he does on the court. But longevity, 20 plus years is nothing to sneeze at.
No.
and say what you want. You know, I trust me, y'all. For you non-LeBronites, you non-LeBron sexuals, you know, you quote unquote haters of LeBron. I guess I kind of fall in that category from time to time, even though I'm a Lakers fan. But I just got to give the man props, man. 20 plus years of sustained longevity, and his numbers pretty much stay consistent, man.
Yeah.
So just gotta, you know, take the hate out your heart and just respect the man for what he. Hey, you can put him wherever you want on your GOAT list, all right? And we'll have that conversation another day. We kind of touched on
Yeah.
it before, but we'll have that conversation another day because that's a deadbeat, you know, dead cow type of sports debate where you go. You know, everybody does that. You know, we like to be different around here,
Absolutely.
so we'll have that conversation some other time. It don't matter where you put him. He's on the list. All right. He's on the list. He's on the GOAT list. I just gotta give the man his flowers, man. I was thinking because I was chopping up and I was making shorts. I was like, damn, man, Bobby kind of had a lot of good points about this motherfucker. I was like, you know, and then I got to thinking, I'm like, have I been hating this whole time? I don't want to be a hater. So it's like, damn. It's okay to concede to certain things, y'all. It's
It is.
okay. It's okay. Look, name another person that has gone 20 plus years in whatever field that they in and have consistently stayed at that same elite level the whole time. That's a short list.
Yeah. Difficult to find.
That's a short list of people, especially in sports. First of all, to play for 20 plus years, whatever
Yeah.
sport it is. That's a
Absolutely.
short list of his all. So you talking about him, Brady, that's off the top of my head. And that's off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm gonna have to do some
Kareem.
research. Yeah, Kareem, that's fair. But kind of Kareem kind of, you know, had a couple of dips in his numbers every now and then. But for the most part, yes, Kareem, you could throw Kareem in there. But that list is small of people that consistently, like, for that long in elite. We got to
Yeah.
throw in the word elite.
Absolutely.
You throw in elite. Now, LeBron may not be the best player in the NBA right now in the NBA. He may
Right.
not be, but he's still an elite player in the NBA.
Right.
Still an elite player. So I think when you talk about elite and longevity and you put those two words together in the same sentence, it's not a lot of names that's going to be able to have those two words in the same sentence and describe them. It's not, that list won't be long. It won't be long. So,
It's-
yeah, got to give. Hey, man, it may seem corny, but I was just thinking about it earlier today, and I was like, who I'm gonna give a shout out to, and then I was putting the reels together. I was like, I guess I'm gonna have to finally hit that concede button on this one.
Come to the dark side.
So LeBron James, shout out to you, my good sir. For those who know me, trust me, they know that I am not big on giving props to LeBron James. So I'm doing that. I'm breaking my mode, trying not to be a hater no more. Trying to be a player. I ain't trying to be no hater. So
That's fair.
yeah, man, LeBron James, man, hey, respect, man, for real. Respect
Nah.
for what he's done for such a long time and at an elite level. I don't think we'll ever see anything like this in the NBA. I don't think we will.
Very, very possible. Very, very
So
possible.
yeah,
Fair, man. Very fair.
yeah, I think he's literally the last of a dying breed of guys that's going to play 20 plus years. Matter of fact, it's not that many guys playing 20 plus years in the NBA. Mike didn't do it. Kobe didn't do it.
I think Kobe hit 20 exact, but he did lose a year to the ACL. So if you want to count that, like it you know,
I need to go back. He probably was around 18 or 19, so around there. But still, 20. LeBron's in what, 21 this year? So
the 20 or 21.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like, whew, that's wild. That's crazy, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to LBJ, bro.
Awesome, 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 awesome. I got a couple I'm gonna throw out there. I'm gonna throw one. Shout out to the guy who the NFL Combine was this past weekend. Shout out to Xavier Worthy. Young man broke the 40-yard, the 40 record.
421.
Yeah, yep. Definitely raised his draft stock. Definitely helped his pockets. So shout out to that young man. Um, Obviously, shout out to LeBron. Broke 40K. I know we talked about LeBron last Friday, but he broke the record on Saturday, so we didn't get a chance to do that. So I'm gonna let your words say it. Just shout out to him for breaking that record. And my honorable mentions. Shout out to the Denver Nuggets. Still proving they're the king of the hill. Everybody's talking about the Celtics, and the Nuggets went out there and got the job done last night against Boston. Jokic showed out. Jason Tatum did not show up. If you want to beat the man, you got to beat the man sometimes. And the Celtics are learning how to win. So yeah, that's part of the process. Everybody takes their lumps every once in a while, so you got to do it. Shout out to Anthony Edwards, bro. Dude is becoming a full-grown man.
Is he?
He's becoming a full-grown man. Like last night, the man got hurt, went to the back, came back. Got hurt again, went to the back, came back. And then the play he made to save the game.
Yeah, he
hit his head on the rim. Bro.
No, he was like, yo, I never got that high up before. I'm like, well, damn.
I bet. And we got one of them coming in. I went on for Rudy Reyes. Shout out to the brother Rudy Reyes. Must lose and know how to win. Absolutely. I know they've been to the finals, but that I've always said this at the beginning of the season. The Boston Celtics, roster-wise, they have the best roster in the league. The Denver Nuggets are the best team in the league still.
You know what it is? I think, and I hate to sound cliche. I wouldn't be surprised if this our finals, but just to kind of piggyback off what you're saying with the best team versus the best roster. Porzingis has been managing to stay healthy, which I think was another big key to the Celtics. Their success. We'll see if Porzingis can stay healthy, because we know that he was pretty much like the third leg to offensive production. Obviously, Jaylen Brown just came off the big extension, so you hope that he can stay consistent. And of course, with Tatum, he's about to get paid too. So you want him to stay consistent. He just didn't, show up in that game against Denver. But but I'm not gonna knock him on one game. I mean, for the most part, Tatum has been pretty much consistent for the most part this season, and definitely has his name in MVP conversation. I don't know how far most people got him, but I know he's in the conversation.
Absolutely.
Man, hey, that's another guy. I don't know how the hell he does it. He looks so damn slow.
Who's that?
Jokic, man, he looks so slow, unathletic, and next thing you know is like buckets,
dimes, buckets, dimes.
How is this molasses motherfucker doing this shit? Like he was
the lob pass he threw to Aaron Gordon, we flipped it over the shoulder. Come on, man.
Yo, shout out to Aaron Gordon.
Hey, he played late. He played last night.
The man literally caught the ball and in the same movement yoked the motherfucker, dog.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, did this guy just do a dunk contest, dunk in the middle of the game? And he sure did.
Yeah. Yeah, about three of them last night. He would have won. Easy.
Boy. Hey, real quick. I just want to say this. I know we jump on Ben Simmons for being hurt a lot.
I don't even want to hear that dude's name.
I know, but I'm trying to give him a little grace. And the reason why is because hey, trust me, Bobby. I'm one of the cats that like to throw the jokes on a man. He always healthy. He always missed. I'm one of them too. But then when I heard that it's his back again, I'm like, man, that ain't nothing to play with, man. That back is that's hard. That's a hard one to keep having getting injured all the time because it's either his back or his knees, which is probably being his main body parts has been getting hurt. And then and speaking of the Nuggets, that's why I was thinking of Michael Porter Jr. and how his
Mhm.
career could have changed if his back didn't really get right, And so I. I'm starting to feel bad for the young boy, man, Ben Simmons,
Oh,
man. I'm starting to, man. I'm sorry, man. It's like his the back, man. It ain't nothing to play, man. Because I ain't had no real back issues, but hey, man, you get up there in age, and like you know that one of them discs in your backs ain't right. You
I do.
jacked up.
I know it because I got it. I can trust me. I got my military disability coming in for that right now. But
Yeah.
that's the reason why I can't give it up for the young man. And see, you done got you see, man.
Oh, you got to grab the mic. Oh,
Let me tell you something. See, and this because what I'm about to do, and this for the real Audible fans, the ones that was with us on the Thursday night recap. I'm gonna apologize to Jerry Judy. See what you done made me did? Because you know
oh,
what, Jerry Judy maybe Mr. 3 for
oh.
14, but at least he got out there and freaking tried. Ben Simmons,
Wait a minute.
how your back hurt, and you ain't doing nothing but laying down, deciding whether if you want to play basketball.
Yo, did you
How's
just
your
really
back hurt?
Jerry
I
Judy
did,
though?
because Ben Simmons is making that man look like Herschel Walker. And then, like, when I got dudes out there, like, I'm glad you mentioned Michael Porter. Michael Porter legit broke his back in college
Oh wow.
and responded. Did his treatment, came all the way back. Got his extension. He earned his keep. Got a championship ring as a result of the work he
Mm,
put in to get back. Because the Denver Nuggets don't win that championship without Michael Porter Jr.
fair.
Ben Simmons. You went from great from how you improve your situation. You went from playing just you and Joel Embiid. Y'all supposed to be the future. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't shoot free throws, so I'm not gonna take this dunk. Let me pass it off to my teammate so he can get fouled and go to the line for me. And went to a better situation with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. You still don't want to play? Two dudes
Wow.
sat you down in the locker room, bro. Look, all we need you to do is grab rebounds and pass one of us the ball. That is your
Silly.
job description. Not for them. You ain't facilitate nothing. Get the rebound, get the ball off the glass, and just give it to me. You ain't facilitate nothing. You ain't facilitating a damn thing. You are Andre Drummond.
Oh,
Get the rebound, give me the ball. And he
damn.
couldn't even do that.
Damn.
He couldn't even do that. That bro, like I'm so sick of Ben Simmons, man. I'm tired. I'm done with him. Done with him.
Yeah,
Like
fam.
he showed, like when somebody shows you who they are, believe him. He was allegedly the best player on his high school team, and he let Russ D'Lo be the show.
Mm.
He was the number one rated basketball player in the country. Did he go to UCLA? No. Did he go to Kentucky? No. Did he go to Duke? No. He went to freaking LSU. Who goes to LSU?
Hey man, Shaq went to LSU. Come on, LSU put some players out.
Oh,
What
since
is it?
when? Who's in the LSU since Shaq?
Oh, uh, okay. I was gonna say,
Exactly.
damn, cause yeah,
You
yeah,
the number one player in the country. You got your pick of the litter. You don't go to a team who has a chance to compete for a national championship. And even still, it's okay if you don't. You know why? Because by college standards, if you have one NBA player on your roster, you're a tournament team.
pretty much, yeah.
No matter
Yeah.
what caliber, whether large school or small school. How you think Gonzaga got started off? Because they had one NBA player on the roster once upon a time, and they became a powerhouse. Look at Davidson when Steph was there. Look what Dwayne Wade did for Marquette.
That's fair.
Ja for Murray State. If you have an NBA caliber player on your roster, you're a
Yeah,
tournament team.
yeah.
That at minimum.
At minimal, yeah. You
Right.
you you might not go far. You might not win the
Right.
damn whole.
But you're gonna be one of the 64 or 65 now.
Yeah, 65.
Did LSU make the NCAA tournament? Nope. But you got the number 1 pick in the draft on your squad, and you can't make the tournament. That's okay. That's okay. We can still get you in front of the public, let you show your game, because we got this other tournament called the NIT. The coach sat him down. Hey, I'll let y'all decide whether y'all want to go play in this bullshit tournament or not. I know it ain't the big one, but it's a couple guys on the roster who could raise their draft stock by getting out there and playing, doing something. Ben Simmons, no, I'm cool. I don't want to go.
Like, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm packing in.
He did sit.
So he showed you he didn't want to compete in college.
Damn. I mean, you got me regret half of this dude, man.
Man, I'm F Ben Simmons.
Damn,
man,
dog.
Sitting there, got better seats than Spike Lee. You getting paid to watch basketball.
Hey, yo.
Freaking bum.
Damn,
Swear,
that's what
man. That dude, if I Ben freaking Simmons. Like, if I was a franchise, I would sue the hell out of him. I'm getting all my bread back.
Damn.
And a matter of fact, yeah, because it ain't nothing to a billionaire. And guess what? Even if I don't win, I'm going to sue you until you broke from paying all your lawyer's fees. So if I don't get the money back, you going to spend it all. The matter of fact, here's what I got for Ben Simmons. I hope Ben Simmons had fucking twins with some thought and she break them with child support. That's what I hope happens to Ben Simmons.
Damn.
That's what I got for Ben Simmons.
Man.
Back to our regular scheduled program.
I feel bad for it. I guess I feel bad for feeling bad.
That man don't want to play basketball. Like, bro, just come out and say it. Do it like the homeboy. What was the cat? I can't remember his name, bro, from the 49ers that retired. He was on his rookie contract. He's like, you know what? Football's too dangerous. I can't remember his name.
The fullback or the linebacker, Chris Borland or something like that.
Yeah, he retired.
Yeah,
and the 49ers said, hey, we gonna need you ain't leaving here with them checks. We gonna need that back. Now he was hurt. He was like, whoa, but he was like, I understand, and he went on ahead and retired. But he stood on it. Just go ahead and do that, bro. Just come out and quit. Stop trying to find excuses to get the rest of that money.
You got a point.
Like, man, freak out of here. You got guys like the effort Anthony Edwards put out last night.
Oof.
And this dude can't get on the court. Joel Embiid. The struggles Joel Embiid had at the beginning of his career to get on the court. Now this man's a MVP. Would have been a 2-time MVP, went home again, and he's still this season trying to get back to the playoffs. They ain't gonna win no championship, even if he plays. Mm-hmm. That's not a knock on Joel Embiid. That's just the Celtics and the Nuggets are just that good this year. Yeah. In my opinion. But yeah, man, let me stop wasting time talking about Ben Simmons. But you know what? It honestly is a great segue, though. Ben Simmons. Because today we are talking about guys who had unfulfilled potential. But you know what? At least they played.
True that.
10 guys. 10 players. I think 10 our list of 10 players from yesteryear who would have had better careers in this era of the NBA in today's game. So I think the only criteria I think I set forth was it had to be drafted before 2000. Mm-hmm. Other than that, it was up to you how you wanted to attack it or approach it. You probably you probably attacked it a little bit different than I did. I chose to go with I I didn't use the easy guy. I didn't use like guys who lost their career to injury or anything. I stayed away from that. I just went with a couple players you may have heard of who had actually decent careers, but for the most part, I went with guys that's you'll see. Remember we gonna start. I guess we go top bottom up. So I'll start out at number 10, and who you have at number 10? You're number 10.
Uh, I know you said drafted before 2000, but I kind of broke your rule. And
It's
this
all good.
guy, I think, well, he is a Hall of Famer, but just hear me out. If he played in this era,
Mm-hmm.
I think numbers would be ridiculous. Like, I, honestly, I got Shaq at 10. And no, for real. And the only reason why I say, and I know a lot of people laughing at me because they're like, oh man, big man shoot threes and all that. But because of how dominant Shaq was in the paint
Mm-hmm.
and how, and let's not forget, he played defense. He was an all defensive player too. Like, he's shutting down literally the whole paint. Like, you have to shoot outside. You know,
Yeah.
he would be such a menace on both ends of the court that I had to put Shaq at 10. And I know he has a Hall of Fame career. I just think that if he played in this era of football or
Right.
basketball, I think he might be like GOAT talk. Like like
Uh, it's
like
possible. Can't. I mean, yeah, very possible because uh, ain't no centers really into. There's only really two guys for him to compete against. Unlike his
exactly.
era, you had Ewan, you had Robinson, you had Akeem, you had a plethora of guys. Even the guys who weren't uh, technically all stars, still you had some solid guys like Brad Daugherty,
Hmm.
and a bunch of guys. So um,
So so imagine
yeah,
that. The only competition, like you said, would be what Jokic and Embiid at the center
yeah, that's it.
position to really compete against. I think Shaq would eat in today's era. I think he would easily average probably 35 and 15 easily.
I can't even I can't even challenge it. I definitely would agree. Definitely would agree. It's very, very, very much possible. Let me get back in here. I'm off the screen now. For my number 10, like I said, doing this was nostalgia for me. Uh, Allowed me to go back and remember the good days of basketball. Um, my number 10, I got Lawrence Moulton.
Oh, okay, yeah, you definitely took it back on that one. I ain't
Yeah,
heard that
Lawrence Moulton. Lawrence Moulton, those Syracuse University. I was a shooting guard, 6'5", 195 pounds, slim guy. But just in, I think he was drafted in like 97 or 8, if I'm not mistaken. Either way, man, that dude hit a nice handle. Carry Syracuse. He almost averaged 20 points a game in college, 4-year college starter. Um, 20 a night as a freshman. Smooth game. Kind of reminded me of Eddie Jones. Just didn't pan out in the NBA. He was kind of what they would call a tweener back then. Not really a point guard. Not handle wasn't good enough to be a point guard. Wasn't big enough to be a true shooting guard.
one.
Uh, but in today's game, that don't matter. Like in today's game, yeah, he'd be lighting it up. Had a good shooter, good 3-point shooter, just all around game. Like I got Lawrence Moulton at number 10. All
Nice.
right, number
Uh,
9. Who you got?
Number 9, I got the man,
Uh oh.
LJ, Larry Johnson, man. I think Larry Johnson, because he did have a way to get to the rim, that would
Mm-hmm.
definitely help him out in this today's game. But he actually had a solid mid range. He actually had a solid mid
Facts.
range, which is for me, a mid range is the mid range game is so lost. But that
Mm-hmm.
like a Dirk, even a KD to a certain extent, who are mid range assassins. I think Larry could. I don't think he'd be on that same elite level, but he wouldn't be
Right.
too far. He wouldn't be.
Oh
He
no,
would not
absolutely.
be too far off of a mid range assassin that he could easily average 25 a night and do it with ease
I
and
agree with that 100%.
help a team get a championship. I mean, they don't guard the mid range no more, man. They're like that spot on the floor is wide open, and it kills me because I'm like, bro, like they're- like the defense nowadays are guarding the 3-point line in the cup. So it's like, bro, like eat. And Larry Johnson would eat at that fucking mid range, bro. He would tear it up.
Big facts, big facts. I like that one. I like that one. My number 9. Ooh, I'm gonna hit some people with this. Um, Sean Respert.
Ooh, oh damn.
Sean Respert. For those who don't know, Sean
Yeah, mumble.
Respert was part of
Ooh,
a. Yeah, and that's what I love doing stuff like this because I'm all about history of the game and educating the youngsters. 'Cause
mm-hmm.
they think basketball started today. That is not the case. Sean
So
Respert. Um, he was part of the Fire and Ice backcourt at Michigan State. He and Eric Snow. So that's a name people know. Eric Snow started in the NBA for a long time, but in college, Eric Snow was the assist man, and Sean Respert was a killer. He was until Steph Curry, he was the best shooter ever to play in college. That
mm,
dude was like he shot 47% from three. 47%. He had a higher 3-point percentage than overall field goal percentage.
well,
Like he
yeah,
shot,
that's what.
yeah, and averaged 25 points a game. One of the best games I ever saw play was basically him and Eric Snow against the Fab Five when they were rolling, and he dropped like 40 on them. But again, Sean Rester's problem, he was only 6'1", 6'1" shooting guard. Again, in his era, not he didn't handle enough to be a point guard, not big enough to be a shooting guard, and just it just didn't work out in the league. And but in
Mm-hmm.
today's era, again, that would not matter. He'd be lighting them up. I could see him definitely being a a Buddy Hield, just that shooter off the bench, or one of the Bogdanoviches in that mode.
Oh wow,
All right, 8. Who we get? Who you got, bro?
man! It's funny that you brought up uh, uh, your number nine's partner. I had Eric Snow at number 8, and no, seriously, my comparison to him is if he would be a Drew Holiday in today's league,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
where he can probably chip in 10 to 12 points.
Yeah.
But he was going to lock down the opposing teams.
Oh yeah.
Point guard. He's going to lock them
Absolutely.
down, and that's what I love. That's probably the one thing that I like about Drew Holiday is that he plays defense, and he's going to want to take on that challenge of, hey man, let me lock down this guy. I may not give you the 25 points, but I'm gonna facilitate like crazy. I'm gonna drop dimes, assist, and I'm gonna lock that guy down, and he
Mm,
won't be a factor. So my defense is technically offense because I'm taking points off of their board because he's not gonna score on me. And Eric Snow, I think,
absolutely.
will fit that same mode of a Drew Holiday in today's league, and man, uh, he took on a lot of pretty much he was like the Scottie Pippen to Jordan when they was playing with AI.
Yeah.
If you think about it, Eric Snow was taking on the opposing team's guard or shooting guard and
Mm-hmm.
locking him down, and playing defense on that guy.
Yep.
Let AI facilitate and let AI get the points. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like I think that he would definitely fit that type of mode in today's game where he would definitely just be a menace on the
Yeah.
defensive side and not necessarily it's okay. We're not asking for you to give me 25 points, but
No.
the fact that you are taking a score in today's league, he's averaging 35, and then every
Mm-hmm.
time y'all he's getting 10 to 12 points. You just gave us a 20-point swing, so that
Yeah.
matters. So I
Yeah.
definitely
Well,
got
you
Eric Snow.
put him next to Anthony Edwards.
Boy, stop.
You know,
Hey,
somebody like that.
hey, and imagine saying, "Hey, Ant, don't throw so much energy on defense." I got Eric Snow to do that.
Yeah. Or Jalen Green in Houston.
Yeah.
You put him next to some. Yeah.
No,
Oh
no,
yeah, absolutely.
Jalen Green got other issues. He over there knocking up Drea and shit. So he needs to,
Hey, he's a fan of television. Good
yeah,
television.
yeah, whatever. Yeah, all right. Yeah,
Quality TV programming, you know.
yeah, all right. That old snatch still snatching them up. They help
You
about
go,
40 years.
girl.
Nah, they help a 40-year old over there sitting there knocked up by the young boys with checks, the NBA checks. Right? Hey, I ain't mad at her also though. Anyway, go to your number 8. Yo.
Oh man. Number 8. Again, going to the Wayback Machine. This guy was really one of the first high school players to get that mad pub. Uh, I'm gonna go with Felipe Lopez.
Ooh, I ain't heard that name in forever, bro.
He was like one of the first high school players to really get that buzz and be in a national spotlight. I used to call him the Puerto Rican Jordan, and I think that was part of the reason why he didn't pan out in the NBA. He had a nice game, decent handle. He had the size, good first step, athletic. I think the thing that really killed him, and I'll probably touch on this a lot later on my list because I got one. Yeah. In today's game, he wouldn't have that pressure. There's so many people you're able to basically get eyes on so many people. I don't think he would have been isolated as having to be that guy, and he would have been able to develop the right way. And I think he turned into a hell of a player in today's game.
I like it.
Number 7. Who you got, bro?
All right, so number 7, I got Sharif Abdul Rahim.
Yes, sir.
I mean, a lot of people might not know that name. Go ahead and Google it. But dude was a bucket getter, dog.
Yeah. Yes.
Dude was a bucket getter, and this is back when Vancouver still had a team. So, hey, the dude, hey, believe it or not, he was I think he was third in voting Rookie of the Year. Matter of fact, in '96. So the guy had a solid career. He was putting up around, averaging on most seasons around 20, 21 points a game. So
he was a 20 and 10. He was a
yeah,
double guy.
yeah. So that type of output is something that would be definitely somebody that would cause a lot of problems in today's league, especially being a pretty much an easy walking double. So I mean, you're talking about Jokic's, the Embiid's.
Yep.
His name would be somewhere in that mix, maybe not on that same level, but he was a solid 4. Could play the 3 if need be, and well, honestly, he might be a 5 in today's league. So I mean, let's be honest, 6'9" is almost a center nowadays. So
Yeah.
Sharif Abdul Rahim, I got it number 7.
All right, I like it. With mine, I'm gonna hit a name that some people might know still from the Wayback Machine. Ron Mercer.
Ooh, no, you didn't.
Ron Mercer, University of Kentucky, small forward. He played several years in the league. He actually had some decent years, but again, just fell victim to that tweener role. Not really strong because back then small forward was strong position. This dude was an athletic freak. As a freshman, helped Kentucky win the national championship. Everybody thought he was going to be like the next Scottie Pippen or Grant Hill. He was on that kind of trajectory. Um, just an athlete, man. Tremendous athlete. Didn't quite pan. Jump shot just never translated to the pro game. I think in this day and age, he'd have worked on that a little bit more with his
Mm.
athleticism. Uh, yeah, I could definitely see him being in the mold of probably what Anthony Edwards is doing right now. He's just as athletic, good size, similar handle. Yeah, Ron Mercer.
Boy, great minds think alike. I got Ron Mercer at my six. That's why I laugh when you say that. Like, no, you.
oh,
Because I'm like, yo,
oh,
Ron.
I
Hey,
want to see
Ron
how
Mercer.
many times we was going if we were going to mix it all. And yes, people, we do not look at each other's list beforehand.
No,
We just go.
no, we did not share this at all. And I was like, wait, no, he didn't. I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, hey, Ron Mercer, but he was a problem, man. Hey,
Yes.
like you said, when you talk about athletic, the dude was gifted and could do so many things with his body that you like, damn, like how did he not blow up? But like you said, he was a
Yeah.
tweener. I think a lot of coaches didn't know what to really do with him, and I think that probably
Yeah.
was a lot of his hindrance on his game in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
If he had been with a coach that can just not try to limit him or put him into a box on what he should be, and actually, he definitely would have thrived in today's almost positionless basketball, if that makes
Oh yeah.
sense.
Absolutely.
Um, because I mean, obviously you see cats like LeBron James being a point forward, shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Ron Mercer was so gifted that if he was playing in today's league, you would still have to put a label on him just for all-star purposes,
Yeah.
but you didn't have to put a label on him. He was just a basketball player, and
Mm-hmm.
get him on the court and find ways to put the basketball in his hands. That's pretty much what you did.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just look, find a way to get that man the ball. Yeah, man.
All right, for my number six, uh, this dude had one of the most amazing NCAA tournament runs I can remember. Going back to Syracuse, John Wallace. John Wallace, power forward out of Syracuse, carried that team to the chip against Ron Mercer's Kentucky team.
Hmm.
When they had Tony Delk, Ron Mercer, Derek Anderson, that stacked squad. Rick Pitino was coaching.
Bro, Rick had some squads back in the days, though.
Hey, he did. But yeah, John Wallace not only carried Syracuse to the chip, to the game, and not to the chip. He carried him to the game. He almost was able to pull off the upset. But again, another guy, power forward, just a little bit on the smallest side, but his game, like he could hit. He had a three ball, could work in the mid game. He could muscle you. Just that tweener, man. Is he a small forward? Is he a power forward? Back then, like you said, you mentioned Abdur Rahim before. Power forwards in the NBA were power forwards. There was no way he was really matching up against the Duncans and the Garnetts and the
Hmm.
Webbers. Just but in today's game,
Hmm.
he'd
Eat.
be a problem. Yeah, he'd be eating. I think he'd be eating all these power forwards.
Sitting there just barbecue chicken alert.
Yes, sir. And he could create. He could create a shot off the dribbles. Yeah,
No
he
doubt.
he was a problem.
No doubt.
All right,
No
go
doubt.
go for it, sir.
Yeah, number 5. I got Latrell Sprewell.
Mm.
Uh, very athletically gifted, high flyer, definitely your typical old school wing player
Mm-hmm.
um, that would just literally jump out the gym. Um, and he just had
The coach he didn't
he
like.
well, yeah, I mean, but besides Carlissimo, yeah, he had an attitude, a swagger about him that didn't take no shit attitude.
Yeah.
And in today's league, I think it'd be a lot of players scared of him. He would have that fear factor just off his
Mm.
name, and
Yeah.
they'd be like, "Oh man, I'll put it to you this way: Draymond Green would not try Latrell Sprewell."
Oh no. I feel like Latrell Sprewell though was Iverson before he was getting the league ready for Allen Iverson. feel like he was Iverson before Iverson.
As in culturally affecting the game.
Yeah, because he was on the way, man. He was young. He came up. He was hitting 25 a night, and he was only going high until that incident. Like that incident kind of killed his whole career momentum. But like he was really the first dude in the league that like came with the cornrows, and like you say, he just came in with that swag. Like
Hmm.
I'm here and I'm about to bust your ass.
Oh, oh, oh! Hey, let's not get it twisted. Latrell did not hide where he came from. He did not hide
Right,
it, and I think
right.
that's to piggyback off what you're saying when it comes to he was AI before AI. I can rock with you on that one because
Yeah,
he definitely did not shy away on representing for the culture. He did
yeah.
not.
Facts.
He was not afraid of it.
Had his own rims.
Man, had his own rims. He had the spinner, the spree wheels. Yeah, he did. Yeah,
Well,
young kids. Yes, young kids. The spinners, the spree wheels are named after Latrell Sprewell, the basketball player. Yes, he was part of like the whole culture, Dub magazine, and all that shit. So,
yep.
you can give him his credit on that aspect as well too. So, I 100% agree with you. I don't if that PJ Carmissolo, I got PJ Carmissolo. What I know that I'm butchering it. If that
Mistletoe.
situation, yeah, mistletoe, punk asshole, whatever your name is, if that situation doesn't happen, I'm with you. People will look at Latrell in a different light, and they probably don't, probably put that negative, I guess,
Yeah.
connotation on him, because it sucks because he was an all around good basketball player, and by the time people started, not using that PJ incident against him, he was pretty much about to get phased out of the league anyway. He was starting to get a little bit too older.
Yeah.
So yeah, that situation's sucked for him, man. It really did.
Yep, yep, yep. And that leads to my number five. Here's where I hit on some names people may start to know. This one, I got two words for you. Baby Jordan.
No.
Harold Miner.
Mm,
Uh, Harold Miner, I think that really killed his whole career. That Baby Jordan handle. Harold Miner out of USC, drafted to the Miami Heat. Honestly, did not have. He had a terrific rookie year. He was 10 points a game. Rookie year,
mm,
shot 47% from the field, 33% from three, which back in that era was terrific.
yeah,
Um, lefty, lefty, super athletic, 6'5", 215, nice solid build. Um, again, I think for him it was just the pressure that living up to that Baby Jordan height. And
that
again,
my
I think it's yep. In today's day and age, with so many eyes on so many people, I don't think it would have been put on him like that. So,
hmm
yeah, I think Harold Miner would definitely have a terrific career in today's day and age.
yeah,
Hey, we got four, number four.
yeah. Number four. Um, I was kind of trying to find the best way to describe this guy, but it was almost as if a lot of people forget how good of a shooter he was. I got Mark Price at four. Um,
Hey, shout out to
uh,
Cleveland.
yeah, shout out to him. Unfortunately, he was on the bad end of a Jordan game.
A
Um,
lot of them.
yeah, a lot of them. But Mark Price, man, I don't think he gets enough credit for how solid of a shooter he was. Most people who are shooting 3 points in these leagues, in today's league, is shooting around 39 to 42%, and
Mm-hmm.
he was a career 41% 3 point shooter. So
Yeah,
uh, he would have easily been able to adapt to today's league and how they just go three heavy, and he'd have been just
yep.
fine in today's league. Mark Price would have. He might have probably hopped around a couple of teams, but
I can see
he
that.
would have always had a job because
Oh yeah.
he was always a good shooter. And shooters, especially in today's league, you may not be able to play defense, you may not be able to, facilitate, but if you can shoot, man, you got a job in today's league, and that's just how. NBA is going right now. So Mark
Hmm.
Price would have definitely had a job in today's league for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. I like it. I like it. I like it. For me, number four. Here's a name people will know. Uh, Obviously, I live in Vegas now currently, so I got shout out to UNLV, J.R. Ryder, bro.
Jr.
J.R. Ryder, Isaiah Ryder, for those who don't know. Yeah, dude. I know he had a decent career. Actually, NBA champion, part of that '01 Lakers squad
Mm-hmm.
that won it. But yeah, J.R. Ryder is before his time. He's a big body shooting guard. He was like 6'5", like 225. Had a handle that would bully you going to the basket. Super athletic, slam dunk champion. Had the bounce. Um, mean streak too. Mean streak to his game. But he was a 3 level scorer. Could get to the basket, hit the midi. Had a 3 ball. Create his own shot. Everything you needed. I just think just slightly before his time. Today's day and age, I think he'd be a 30 point per game player. Easy,
Mm.
easy. I could definitely see him being in a Donovan Mitchell type role. He's just teeing off on everybody. Yeah, he's JR be a bucket. He's a walking bucket.
Buckets. Yeah. Speaking of buckets, my number three, he didn't he wasn't drafted before 2000, and his
Yeah.
career was cut short by injury. But to his trajectory on where he was headed and what
Mm-hmm.
he done was phenomenal. And my number three is Brandon Roy. I just
Mm.
I man, when I say that if there's anybody that I wish could have played in today's league, he would have man. Hey,
Yeah.
this is how good Brandon Roy was, and if he didn't get hurt, Kobe Bryant himself was comparing him in the same hemisphere in the same sentence.
Yeah.
Do y'all understand what I'm saying? The Mamba, RIP, one of the GOATs, was comparing Brandon Roy to himself. And that he said, man, I seen the interview. I can't remember what I saw it on. He's like, man, there's a lot I see in Brandon Roy that I see in myself, and I was like, whoa, that's high praise. That's high praise, Kobe. And man, if y'all saw Brandon Roy in the early 2000s, before he had got hurt, man, phenomenal player. Played well
Absolutely.
at the University of Washington. Got drafted by the Blazers. And if he wouldn't been able to stay healthy, and then they get Dame later down the line.
Squad.
We not talk we possibly talking about maybe one or two championships, possibly,
Yeah.
but things just didn't work out. Knees just didn't cooperate. But dude was a bucket getter, man. And then he had the clutch gene. He had the killer
Mm-hmm.
mentality too. Brandon Roy was not afraid of the big moments. He was not afraid of the challenges of the NBA. Man, a career that absolutely sucks that it got cut short because of injuries and things like that. But yeah, I got Brandon Roy at number three.
Absolutely. I like it. Definitely like it. My three. Kendall Gill.
Oh my gosh.
Take
Damn,
that
I ain't
way
heard
back
that name
machine. Kendall Gill, the first ever draft pick of the Charlotte Hornets franchise. But
yet.
and if you're old enough, NBA Jam star. He was a savage on the NBA Jam.
Wow.
Yeah, Kendall Gill, 6'5" shooting guard, part of the Flying Illini, Illinois. Him, Nick Anderson, both went to Illinois. Uh, Super athletic, could create a shot, nice 3 ball. Just smooth game. Like just watching him play. It, it, it was like watching a cheetah or a leopard like stalk prey. Like it's just that smooth. Where it's like he didn't do anything over dramatic, but you just look up and he got like 25. But yeah, today's game, I think he could be that same player, man. He be giving these dudes buckets, big body, and he's not afraid to play defense. So, yeah, I could see him being like basically a athletic version of Klay Thompson
Mm,
in
that's a good
today's game.
comparison. I
Yeah.
like that. I like that. I like that a lot. Number two, I think this guy was just for some reason he was so clutch when it matters.
Mm.
I got Allen Houston at number
Mm.
two. Um,
Nice.
I just think that in today's game, that just put him in a situation to go get you the game. You need it. He'd get it. I can't explain Allen Houston. I don't know if I actually got a comp for him for anybody in today's league right
That's
now.
good.
But it's just he was just one of those guys, in the early mid '90s, early 2000s. That man, you always saw him coming up with clutch shots.
Yeah.
And too bad he was, on the Knicks for majority of them. But clutch shots in Knicks form is winning a regular season game. That doesn't necessarily translate to any championships. But he was one of the reasons why I couldn't stand the Knicks in that point in time, because he was always for real. I'm like, bro, this dude is so clutch. Like damn, like come on, man. He cold as ice, bro. Just pow. So I definitely got Allen Houston at my number two.
Okay. I like it. I like it. I like it. My number two is I really hate this dude, and not in a bad way. Like I just wish I don't know what the issue was, but Tim Thomas, man.
Bruh. Oh my
Tim
God, Tim
Thomas.
Thomas. Oh man, I loved him. I hate that he was a buck for so long, bro.
Like, bro, Tim Thomas was like for every current fan of Paolo Banchero, Tim Thomas was Paolo like 20 years ago. 6'10", had a handle, a three ball, take you off the bounce, physical, like couldn't stop him from getting to the bucket. Would
What couldn't Tim not do?
could smash on you. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know if it was just a mental thing. Didn't really care for basketball. Like it was like he never
It was too easy for him.
put a right. Like never looked like he was going full go. But man, Tim Thomas could have been such a monster if he's playing today's game. Yeah, like literally, I feel he would be a mirror image of Paolo Banchero.
Yeah. No, you right, bro. like I can't even.
They
I
even
can't
wear the
even.
same number. Tim Thomas used to wear number 5. That's crazy. Oh
No,
man.
bro, that's funny you say that. Tim Tom. Hey, I'm like you, bro. I could never put my finger on it. Why? Like, what's up with this dude?
Yeah.
Like you see all the tools like, bro, this dude got everything.
Everything.
It's like, bro, like when I say everything, y'all, everything. Tim Thomas, like he had the game, the inside game, the outside game, the handles, like
Yeah.
you said, he could back you down. Bruh, he had the swag and the attitude. Like for real, you was not gonna start no shit with Tim Thomas.
Nah. Big boy.
Excuse me.
Like
No, Tim
talk
Thomas was
about the
good.
term man child. Yeah, he was a
So,
man child. 6'10",
yeah,
260.
bruh.
Coming into the league at 19, 6'10", 260.
Tim Thomas was a problem, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a legit problem. Um, my number one, surprisingly surprised, I got Rod Strickland. Uh,
Oh. I like it.
some of the, some about Rod Strickland's game I absolutely love. And he didn't really, shit. He almost got I don't want to say he got a John Morant slash almost D Rose type of game. But he kind of has flashes of it. But like Rod Strickland, he may not have been as explosive as a John Morant or D Rose, but
Uh,
like I can't
the,
explain it, man. Like Rod Strickland was just
the
he
handle
was.
was insane.
That's what it was. The handles were insane, and he was smooth like butter, man. It was
Yeah,
just like his handles was just you like damn, like okay. Matter of fact, people believe it or not, I think Rod Strickland, along with Tim Hardaway, was probably at the forefront of that whole crossover movement that kind of
hmm
started right before AI, um, and kind of went through the whole league like crazy. But yeah, man, Rod Strickland, he stayed around in the league for a minute just because he was a bucket getter, man.
yeah,
uh,
pretty much.
that's what kind of kept him around. Solid shooter, solid defender. But the handles, man, it's crazy. Unfortunately, I don't think he ever got a championship. Was never in the
No.
situation to be on the championship team. But yeah, Ross Strickland went probably one of the most solid basketball players. When I started watching basketball, that I can always pinpoint to. So yeah, I got
hmm
Ross Strickland. He would definitely eat in today's league. Um,
Yeah,
he would. Whew, just how smooth he was and how free and lax the defense is in today's league. I don't
yeah.
think they would have no answer for that guy. They would have to find a way to get physical with Rod. He was just too. Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah, he
and
was
he can
like
take.
that.
I can see him being like a Jalen Brunson type in today's NBA.
Fair,
That just
yep,
like you like, how's this dude getting buckets?
a fair comp.
I like it. I like it. Close it off. My number one. Pay a little homage, and honestly fits absolutely perfect in today's game. I'm going Uncle Cliff, man. Cliff Robinson.
Bruh,
Uh, 6'10", power
that's
forward, slim, slim, but he was about 6'10", about 235, 240. Really one of the original stretch bigs.
mm-hmm.
Paved the way and was a role model for guys like Rasheed Wallace when he came through. Sharif, a lot of those guys kind of he set the tone for that type of power forward, and what guys ended up become Chris Bosh later on. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and rest in peace, passed away in 2020. But yeah, Cliff Robinson kind of carried the torch in Portland after Clyde got traded to Houston. A couple of 20 point seasons. But yeah, just original stretch big, 3 level score, kind of do whatever the team need type of guy. And like in today's league, where the 3 ball is so dominant, yeah, he could play the 4 to 5. He would be a problem for a lot of people. Uh, Trying to see is there even anybody really like him in the league? Even though they all do what he does now, it's like a requirement. But I can't. Carl Anthony Towns.
That's fair.
I Carl Anthony, except with a little bit more defense. Cliff didn't mind doing dirty work, so
Nah, he didn't.
that's my 10, man. Yeah, I give an honorable mention. I got a couple of honorable mentions. Keith Van Horn for me.
Really,
Yeah, Keith Van
Keith
Horn,
Van.
honorable mention. Same thing. I think he was before his time. Uh, and Jimmy King from Michigan. Athletic shooting, same thing. Just undersized. Not really a point guard. Not really a shooting guard. Just super athletic. Really. I thought he would. I wasn't sure about Ray Jackson. I thought Jimmy King would have a longer career, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
Honorable
things.
mention those two.
Yeah, that's fair. Not too shabby of a list, dog. I like it.
Yeah, like definitely like the roster. I was debating to put Rod on my list. I was like, I'm gonna go for some of these undercover dudes.
Hey man, there's been
Like,
so much talent gone through the NBA, and man, I don't even know
yeah,
how you even come up with a top 75. because there's so many guys. It's just like,
Absolutely,
yeah.
yeah. I could do a list like this forever. They're just guys that are like you like. Dude, if this dude played like microwave Vinny Johnson in today's game,
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying,
man,
man. It's a
yeah,
lot of. It's a lot. Hey, especially for you young whippersnappers. I mean, I understand that y'all love y'all NBA, but man, there were some guys that they used to put in that work when before y'all even knew basketball existed. Man, there were some guys that did some things. Man, that was a magician with the basketball. A lot of these kids don't even know about Grant Hill.
mm,
They don't even know how
right,
good Grant Hill was.
yeah,
You know, they don't know how good Tracy McGrady is. They don't know how
yeah.
good.
Penny,
Um, yeah. Oh my gosh, Penny Hardaway. I mean,
like
come on.
Penny had not got hurt, I think he would have been top five all time.
Oh, if Penny didn't
Like
get
Penny,
hurt. Oh,
yeah.
oh, man.
There's people that believe he'd have been better than Kobe.
Hey, Penny was like that.
Yeah, he was.
We
He
gonna
really
act like
was.
we ain't gonna act like we forgot about the endorsement deals that Penny had with Sprite and had mini Penny, a little Penny.
Yeah,
That Chris Rock was playing it. Like, come on.
yeah. Remember, Joe, a lot of people don't know that Penny Hardaway was the first person, the first person on Nike
Mm-hmm.
to outsell Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people don't remember that. Yeah, because of injuries, Jordan is Jordan. It might be we might be all rocking pennies right now
Hey, for real. Hey, Penny was like that, dog.
yeah. But like I said, man, this episode was inspired by a couple of things that Alan and I was saying, and you know, basketball starts in the playground, starts in the street, which you know, the connection between the street and basketball goes hand in hand, and you know, I was watching a film, one of our classic films, one of the classic films in our culture, Above the Rim, and the great Tupac Shakur. I played Birdie,
Right?
street thug slash hustler. Put together his little you know, team for the underground basketball tournament. It just got me to thinking, man. There have been many a street dudes in many a movie who like love them or hate them. Like we admire what they do in film,
Mm-hmm.
in film. Which got me to thinking, man. We doing this list. How who are some of the top 10 street characters now from television? Now on television versus movie, because it's easy to kind of like. I think our list. I think 7 out of 10 would have probably been the same. In movies, you got the usual suspect. You got Nino. You got Scarface.
Yeah. Got
You
all
got
them cat.
right. TV a little bit more range. And we kick it off. Let's start with you again, man. Top 10 street characters.
I
And
got no. I got Thomas Shelby from Peaky Blinders at number
okay,
10.
not mad at
Uh,
that.
yeah, man. It's, Thomas Shelby. The dude was so arrogant that he got involved with politics and all this shit. And if you guys haven't seen Peaky Blinders, oh my gosh, do yourself a favor and check out Peaky Blinders. It's good as shit. I mean, but he definitely uh you know, pretty much one of the
I was
guys
gonna
that
say.
he's probably one of the guys that definitely stands out for sure when you think of um kind of gangsters.
Okay, I'm gonna upset people with my list. I already know. But my number 10, Man Boy, Snowfall.
Yo, yo,
Hey,
shout out,
hey, shout
hey,
out, Man Boy.
shout out, man,
Uh,
dog.
hey, Snowfall's a great series. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Uh, and
I
Man
love.
Boy, played by up and coming comedian Melvin Gregg, funny dude. I got on to him, caught on to his YouTube actually before I started watching Snowfall, so I was familiar with him. And to see him in that role, first I was like, yo, how's this going? He's too funny, man. But he killed that role, man. He killed that role. Shout out to Melvin Gregg. And Man Boy was just like the character. I liked him because it was like he was all about respect.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can mess with you if I respect what you're doing. Once I don't respect what you're doing, hey, either you got to change, or I'm gonna make it change. Yeah, I'm gonna make it change.
You get to it. Nah, for real. Nah, you right, man. I love it.
That's my number 10.
My man said, Man Boy.
First, what a great character name though, Man Boy.
That shit was dope though. That shit was dope. No, at number 9, I got Gus Fring, Better Call Saul.
Ooh.
Just because his gangster was like low key, like you didn't
Right.
it wasn't necessarily out there,
Right.
but like he was so cerebral with his decisions, like made him real cool as hell. And you just I just there's no other way to really say it. He was just so smooth with it, man. I love what he did. Gus Fring off of Better Call Saul had a little appearance in Breaking Bad, but yeah, man, definitely just loved how smooth he was with it. So I definitely got him at number 9.
Absolutely like it. A little shocked though, a little shocked, but I like it. We'll get to it though. Number 9 for me. Back to it. I guess it's funny that it felt like this. Franklin Saint.
Okay.
It's number 9 for me. Obviously, Snowfall Gay series. Franklin Saint, the star. Just being able to watch him grow. Of course, the ending, controversial, sad. I don't know how I feel about how it ended still, but Franklin Saint was that dude. For a guy to come, you see, he starts the series. He's not really a street dude, and just kind of learned as he was going, and you see what he turned into. Like, yeah,
man, he was a civilian, man.
Right.
Yeah.
He turned into a savage.
Straight savage. It's crazy how savage he got. But yeah, man, he went out on bad terms, man.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Don't know how I feel about that, man. Like, nah, you can't let that happen to come on, man. Let him win.
No, they couldn't even let him win, dog. Yeah, man, they couldn't even let him win. That's crazy. Number 8 is my guy from the Mayans. I don't know if anybody peeped it out.
Okay.
He played Angel Reyes.
Okay.
He was the only survivor. It was weird because he didn't even want his brother in the gang,
right?
Because he found out that he was an informant at one point in time. But it was weird because he pretty much was the last surviving guy of the whole Reyes family. If you guys check out the series, man, it's good shit. It was like he was a dirtbag, but somehow he came out he came out the guy with the most, I guess, clean conscience, if that even makes sense. But yeah,
right.
Angel Reyes, man, at number 8 from the Mayans MC. That's why I got it number 8.
I'm gonna stick with that theme. I didn't finish the series. I did watch a couple seasons though. So yeah, it was definitely a decent show. I got to finish that too.
Yeah.
Staying with that theme, man. I'm gonna go Jax Teller, Sons of Anarchy.
Okay.
The original. Jax was like my favorite dude on TV for a good while. At the time, there was a time Sons of Anarchy carried street television. It was like really the only street show that was on. It was like, can I really get into this biker? Like, I'm not Not
Yeah.
familiar with biker culture or that much, but
Hmm.
yeah, man, it got my interest. It captured the characters were intriguing. Jax being the main character, it's kind of he had a similar journey to Franklin Saint. The
Yep.
only difference was he was really born a street dude. He was born into that life, but you watch their journey, it kind of almost reverse mirror. Like Jack started on one end of the spectrum, Franklin started on the other end of the spectrum. It's like they were going in opposite directions. And it
Mm.
was interesting how that went though.
Man, when you put
Sid,
it like that, damn.
and I
I,
literally just thought I was like, wait, they're not really saying they were kind of, yeah, they
I
were
didn't even
kind of,
really think of it that way until you just said it. I was like, oh shit.
yeah, they really were. Yeah,
Yeah, that's wild, man. That's wild. Number seven, for you Breaking Bad fans, I got Walter Wright at number seven, just because almost similar to Franklin Saint, he was just a chemistry teacher,
yeah,
man. And he turned cold blooded gangster, bro. once he once he started cooking, and started making that bread,
yeah.
he turned into another guy, man.
I am the danger.
Yeah, let's cook. So yeah, man. His overall character was very. It was dope to see the progression on literally scared to cook his first batch to where he was at the end. It was pretty good, man. Breaking
Yeah,
Bad, and then once you continued on with Better Call Saul, is pretty good series, man.
yeah, agreed, 100%. I'm rewatching that now. Better Call Saul.
Believe it or not,
uh,
I'm kind of torn, which I like better. Is kind of I'm
yeah,
torn on which one I like better because obviously there's a lot of crossover between the two, and that
mm-hmm.
pretty much one happened at the same time as the other one, but you got different time frames of it. It was
Yeah,
is I don't know which one I like better, man. It's
I'm
uh
leaning towards Saul.
I was leaning towards that too, but the Breaking
Yeah,
Bad people come after you real quick. I'm like, I don't know, bro. Better Call Saul was
yeah.
pretty damn man.
I lean towards Saul, but it's like because the thing that keeps me hooked to Breaking Bad, honestly, is Jesse. Like I mess
Oh,
with Jesse.
Pinkman, yeah,
Yeah. Uh,
nah,
for me, my
Pinkman,
number
he
seven.
me.
Yeah, he gets screwed so much, and my number seven is probably gonna be a shocker to a lot of people. It's Solo. Tony Soprano.
I got him in my number six.
Tony Soprano, number seven. I get one of my reasons he's lower on my list is not even why he's lower. I just feel like, honestly, to me, Tony Soprano probably represents the average person in that lifestyle, and I don't even mean mafia. I just mean affiliated with any kind of street thing, like just that conflict. You come to a point
Mm,
where you come to that conflict about your life, and basically trying to rediscover who you are,
yeah,
and you got real problems going on, and it's like you can't really talk about it because you soft, and if you soft, then
yeah,
we're gonna
chill.
get you about it right. So it's like it's just probably the most intriguing character of all time. If it was that kind of list, it'd be number one. But as it stands, he's number seven for me.
Yeah, I got him in my number six. Kind of similar reasons that you do. Just the conflict in his main
Yeah.
in his brain, in his thought process,
Mm-hmm.
because it's like there were times where he enjoyed the finer things on what the mob life gave you, but he
Right.
hated when some of the dirt that he had to do. It's like he almost
Exactly.
didn't want to be a killer. He didn't want to
Right.
be a gangster, but it's like, yo, you motherfuckers are forcing me to be a gangster.
Right.
It was like you see the conflict in his thought process, and it made for great TV, man. Tony Soprano for sure. I got him at my number six.
All right. And for Me at number 6. I apologize to the black community. I apologize to the female demographic of the black community. If that's any kind of hint. Number 6, James Ghost St. Patrick.
Yeah,
Power.
yeah, they hate.
Reason being is kind of he's in the same place as Tony Soprano.
Yeah,
Like they're literally going through the same thing, and eventually, you could say that led to his demise.
hmm
That was part of like it just him trying to not be that guy so much, just basically led everything else to unravel and led to his downfall. But before that downfall, he was a savage. Don't be
was he
fooled.
ever? Was he ever cold blooded, dog?
Yeah.
Cold blooded. Yeah.
Uh,
I got Lamar from BMF on at number
mm,
5. Uh, we need you can't stop the rain. We need, what? Yo, something is psychotic. He had the little he got shot. It's like, dude, he could
yeah.
never get killed.
Right.
He had the little pee bag on his side. It didn't even matter. Like the dude was like, it's like he was like a roach. He could never be killed. Like
Yeah.
he would
And dude,
survive.
he's still not dead.
Yeah, that's a crazy thing. He's still rolling. He's still riding the streets of Detroit.
Yeah, he's
He,
just a crackhead.
yeah, like he's got demons. So it's like once he kicked that crank, man, he might be just as crazy. But nah, man.
Hey.
Yeah, man. Lamar from BMF was something crazy, dog. He was something.
Yeah.
Whoa, he's something else, man.
I agree. I was conflicted. I didn't want to go with it. I didn't want to go with any real. I wanted to be all fictional, but I was conflicted. Should I snatch like a fictional character from a real show? But yeah, Lamar. Yeah, I could dig that. 5 for me. Uh, Damon Pope, Sons of Anarchy.
Makes
Uh,
sense.
yeah, Damon Pope. That that businessman, like, nah, David Pope was straight ruthless.
Mhm.
It is what it is. He's just straight ruthless with a
Nah,
straight face. The man burned a man's daughter in front of him, alive. Like,
crazy, bro.
shout out with Phil with Scott. Uh,
Sad.
yeah, Damon.
Yeah,
That's all. The man was just straight ruthless. Straight business again. We were talking to the show and I say it's always business, never personal.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
he's the definition of that.
never played by his business, man.
Nah.
Um, number 4 for me is like one of them character names where you hear the name and you
Mm.
like it's almost like Boogeyman. I got
Uh oh.
Omar Wire, bro.
I
Yo, it's
like it. I
Omar.
love it. I love it.
Hey, like Omar was a crook. Yeah, and get the whistling. But the crazy thing is that Omar was such a crook that the crooks were scared of Omar. You know what I'm saying? Like 'cause he would rob the dope dealers. He
Yeah.
would rob, yeah. Like this dude had like the gangsters they were like, yo man, we gotta get rid of this Omar dude, man. This dude is like he was killing us, man. Yeah, yeah, I got that ring on my list, man. I got him at number 9, so I put him up there. Trust me, hey Whitfield, trust me, I like I got him up there at number 9. But Omar for me from the Wire at number 4, man, it was just like it's almost as if he was playing Robin Hood, I
Yeah.
guess to a certain degree. But I mean, he was a crook still, so he would rob from the crooks. You know, the crook. You can't take him. You can't go to the cops about getting robbed by the crook.
Right.
You know, like you doing dirt too. So it's like you just got to take care of Omar. Like you got to kill him. You got to get rid of him. So
Basically.
hey, but Omar had that boogeyman factor about him, man.
Yes.
Omar,
Yes, sir.
yeah. Hey man, that's you gotta hide your chains and hide your drugs.
It was Debo.
Yeah, because he would run. Yeah, yes, He would run up in your spot and take all your shit. Yeah, just like Debo, bro.
They were more mad. They found out. Oh yeah, they was not happy.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. They was not. They weren't messing with that when it came to Gus Fring, bro. That's a good point.
All right. Shout out to Whitfield. My where we at? My number 4,
Yeah,
Gus Fring.
yeah. Okay, you admired.
Yeah. Hey,
Nice.
you kind of tell where I'm going with Damon Pope, Gus Fring.
Yep. Yep.
Same thing. The man was about his business, love handling things in a certain way, calculated,
Mm-hmm.
sinister. I remember the scene when Walter was bitching and Gus Fring just walked in there, didn't say a word, walked all the way down there, put the little suit on, the protective suit, walked up
Mm-hmm.
to old buddy and just slit his throat, took it
Yeah.
off, went back up the stairs and just looked down and said,
Mm-hmm.
"Get back to work," and
Yeah.
left.
Yeah. Facts.
Gus is
Facts.
savage.
Right. Yeah. No
All
doubt.
right, we got his number 3.
Number 3, I got Tommy Egan of Power. For some reason, this dude is he can't get in any kind of trouble, and I don't know how. Like this dude is like he didn't escape bids from bids, and like you know, this man then went from New York to Chicago, and now he's
Yeah.
causing all kinds of trouble, and it still can't get into trouble. So it's like this dude is like he keeps dodging fan time. Like, how is this dude doing all this, man? Like, yeah, man, Tommy Egan is the total opposite of Ghost, where Ghost was more
Mm-hmm.
calculated. Tommy was sloppy. He didn't care, bro. He didn't. But yet Ghost was the one that went to jail. Tommy ain't never been.
Nope.
Tommy,
Oh no, he did. He did. Remember? But Ghost got him out.
oh yeah,
Remember
he did. He
he
did.
messed up
Yeah,
the case.
he did. He did.
Yeah.
But still, like Tommy is like almost impenetrable, man. Like the dude is, I don't know, man. But he's funny.
Yeah. Tommy's
And he's
hilarious.
funny. Tommy's
He's hilarious.
hilarious, dog. Like he's a hilarious gangster, dog. He's gonna crack jokes before he kills you.
And then yeah, we'll mention Beans the State Property. The trick. We only did TV shows. We didn't do movies.
Yeah, but State Property is one of my favorite movies, dog. I
Oh
love
yeah.
State.
But see, that's the thing. Like I say, we would have had like the same 10 guys.
Oh,
There'd have been
oh
no
yeah.
variation.
Dog Belly would have been on there.
Right. You know.
The same old. You right. Facts.
Like where we at? 3. My number 3, Marlo Stanfield. That's my
Oh
dude.
my God, yo!
That's my dude.
How did I forget Marlo?
Marlo Stanfield. He's probably my favorite character on The Wire. Probably my favorite character overall, but I got him number 3 on my list. He was like the sickest combination. Like he just wanted to be a street dude. You see, he was the last man standing at the end of The Wire. Remember the lawyer tried to flip him into being that kind of corporate thug type dude, and he got up out of there and straight went and like slit somebody's throat right after.
Yeah.
and arguably had one of the greatest lines in television history. Like, my name is my name.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, come on. My name is my name. Like, don't mess with it.
Yeah.
Shout out
What's
Rod and Sisters. God's team.
Yeah, he's a Patriots fan. I am paying no attention to that comment, man. God don't like that.
Yeah, shout out to Marlo, Big Black, aka The Wire.
Word. Number 2, I got Ghost. You got him a little bit lower on your list. I got him higher on my list. Just recency bias. That's all.
That's fair.
But the dude was just calculated as hell. His love life was janky as hell. I don't, man. Whew. Yeah, man. I don't. Yeah, you were the smartest when it came to the woo woo. Yeah, you come on, man. You can't fall in love with the DA, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like, you too close, dog. You too close. Like,
I
like, come.
mean, you can if you flip her.
Oh, he flipped her.
Yeah.
In many ways. So he flipped her in many ways. So, but man, it was wild, man. But yeah, I definitely got Ghost at number 2. Who you got at number 2, big dog?
I was with Chris. Hey, there you go, Chris and Snoop. Shout out to the Hit Squad. They put in much work.
Always
They
put
didn't
in work.
make my list. They did make mine. I'll get into my honorable mentions after. Uh, Number 2, I got Tommy Egan.
Okay.
Yeah. The reason he's still at it. He's
Mm-hmm.
still at it. Still going. Like you say, left New York, went to Chicago, set up, causing ruckus there. Looking to be the man. Hey, the way the last season ended so cold. I
Oh,
did
it's
not see
too
that
cold.
coming.
I didn't
Had homegirl stabbed up in jail on the phone.
on the phone.
On the phone, that was legit. Right. Oh yeah, by the way, remember I told you was gonna have to watch your back all the time? I only got to get lucky once.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tommy Egan, he also has some of my favorite lines in like television history. Especially one of my most favorite, probably after My Name Is My Name. I can't remember what season it is. I think it's either 2 or 3 of Power. Him and Ghost are standing there talking, and Ghost is talking about getting out, and he's like, "Yo, we got the club," and he said, "Nah, that's your business. This is my business." And he said that shit like he meant, like I felt that shit coming out of the TV. Yeah, Tommy boy, man, that's my dog. I got him in too.
Yo, that's well, Whitfield put that Bumpy Johnson. I almost went there. But Bumpy Johnson also falls into that
God,
category of movies because they've done a
right.
lot of Bumpy Johnson movies too.
Yeah,
But
and he's a real person,
yeah,
not
and he's a
fictional
real
character.
person. But yeah, that's a good one because
Yeah,
Forrest Whitaker did a good job playing Bumpy for
yeah,
Godfather Harlem. That's a good TV series too. So
absolutely. And you know what? As gangsters aside, yo, the brother that played Malcolm X in that,
yo, he killed it.
hey, did he?
Yeah, but the
Did he?
last season that they just had, they switched him up. They took him out.
Right. I know.
I,
I was
was
not
like,
feeling that.
whoa, like, come on, what y'all doing? Like, y'all messing with
Yeah.
me, dog. But
Like,
yeah,
I wasn't feeling that.
yeah, I wasn't either, dog. I wasn't feeling it at all. But yeah, man. My number
Numero
one,
uno.
I got Kanan. Kanan Stark. I love this. I love how in Power they started when in what he ended up being, but I like how they doing the Book of Canaan where you kind of
Right.
see how it started.
Mm-hmm.
This man been ruthless for a long ass time, dog.
Absolutely.
and like he almost had a little boogeyman, little thing about him too.
Yeah. Facts. Lloyd Cannon.
I
Oh yeah.
had to check that out, Marco.
Absolutely.
I've been passing it
Absolutely.
up so many times. There've been so many times where I was like, man, let me start it, and then I'm like, nah, I don't. Like I did the same thing with Breaking Bad on Netflix. I passed it up so many times, and then I finally sat down and watched it, and I loved
Yeah.
it.
No,
Yeah,
Fargo's cool.
Yo, he do got mama issues. Hey, but I mess with Kanan, man. But yo, man, my mother.
Hey, bro, your mama tried to have you locked up, bro.
My mother. Hey, bruh. Hey, well, cause she was trying to tell him like, bro, you don't know all the rules to this game, and she was like, yo, you don't know, bro. So yeah, hey, Woodfield, I'm gonna have to check out Fargo, man. I'm gonna have to check it out. But yeah,
Absolutely.
Kanan, I got Kanan my number one, man. That man been a killer since Pee-wee.
And my number one, before you had him lower than I did. I got Omar Little. Only because dude, like, so much respect for the game and so much respect for like literally, to me, Omar's like the perfect street dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he respected everything about being a street dude. I'm not messing with civilians. I'm not messing with kids. I'm going after these people. If you're a part of the game, you know, it is what it is. And if you're not, I'll let you be. Also had respect for the game within the game. Like, bruh sat up in court and testified. And, yeah, I did it. I'm here. I snitched on you. And what? That's because you let off on some civilians. Like, they ain't got nothing to do with it. But, yeah, he had morals and principles. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely mess with Omar. To me, The Wire is probably the best street show of all time.
Oh yeah.
Unique. Honorable
Yeah.
mention. Facts,
Yeah.
say, yeah, I was gonna get to my honorable mentions. Rocky and Unique. Honestly, but more than Unique, shout out to Joey Badass because he played the hell out of that role. I don't think anybody else could do that role the way he's doing it. And I was so happy to see that he was still alive at the end. That
Oh
was
come
dope.
on. We knew he wasn't dead because ain't
I
nobody
kind of yeah.
ain't
I
nobody
figured.
popped up.
I figured, but I started reading to because when it happened, I was like, nah, you can't let my man rock like that. So I was looking at, he had the conflict with his tour and things. So it's kept filming and his tour conflicted. So I'm like, I can see, but then yeah, he might come back or he's coming back. That was dope.
His brother, his brother was crazy too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude is a real psychopath.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joey. Respected Joey Badass as an actor. Have you seen that thing on Netflix, Two Perfect Strangers?
Nah, I haven't checked it out.
Dude, check it out. Short film. It's like 30 minutes long.
Okay.
It's an amazing piece of work. I think. What's my guy's name? Stan Lathan. Dude used to work for TMZ. Black dude. I think he helped put it together. Yeah, it's a amazing short film. Amazing.
Man.
Yeah, check that out.
Yeah, man. So my man said, "Man, boys,
Man, boy, that's my dude." Other honorable mentions. Heisenberg. He didn't make my list. Shout out Walter White. And Loki, Adebisi from Oz. I know he's not technically a street dude because he was locked up.
I almost put him on my list, dog. Almost put Adebisi on my list, dog.
Hey, Adebisi's a freaking savage, bro. that damn hat on his head, man. Hey,
cool,
shout out to Adebisi was a wild boy. That had to be. But I'm like, technically he's not street. I mean, tell you, he was because he had to get locked up for something.
Yeah, you got locked up for something. Yeah, Adebisi
Oh,
was a
man.
character. Oz was pretty good too before, but I think Wire just kind of took it to another level, man.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
And fell in love with the Wire, man, because it was so raw, it was so real.
Mm-hmm. And it was like I'm a slightly older than Mar. It's like I remember doing some of those things. Like I remember payphones. I remember payphones. I remember standing on the corner next to payphones, allegedly waiting for a call. Allegedly, I remember Wednesday night, Vice night, when
I do Uncle Marvin, dog. Hey, Marvin on Kanan is dope, bro. He always eating, man.
He is. How are they keeping that up, man? Like I remember the very first episode, he said that he's always eating, and so I'm like, how do they keep? There's gonna be a scene where he ain't eating. It has to be. They're gonna mess up one time,
bro. I ain't seen a scene where he ain't eating, bro.
Right? He's got something, a Twizzler, or something. Always something.
Sunflower seeds, something, gummy bears, something like for real, chips, like a Slim Jim. I didn't see.
I think the only scene he wasn't eating is when he knocked off old boy at the church, the Italian dude. Yeah, at the church. That was the only scene he wasn't eating.
He had a toothpick in his mouth. I think his character.
He did.
His oral fixation or some shit. Like always gotta have something in his mouth. For real, man. I think that's part of his character, bro.
Shout out to others. I don't remember his name. What's the character name? Eugene.
What show?
Kanan. The dude that got killed. Ronnie killed him. Killed him with his grandmama watching. or his grandmama was in the other room, or his
Yeah,
mama.
yeah, yeah. Oh shit.
What's the homie's name? Look it up real quick.
I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah, he killed him in his,
Yeah,
in his little,
Dean. That was his name. Dean.
which, by the way, he played, I seen him in other shit too.
Yeah, he was on the wire. He was
Yeah, you know why?
what you call his nephew. Avon's nephew. So honorable
Avon Park.
mention Avon. Avon didn't make my list.
Yeah, Stringer Bell, honorable mention.
I hated Stringer.
Really?
Yeah, I hated it because I knew he was a sucker. Like, yeah, he's the type of like I'm not messing. He's the one like I'm not messing with you, bro. Like I know they came up together, but if I was Avon, I would have never I'd have never messed with him.
I got you. I got you.
I'd be like, I'm gonna set you up with something else. Like I'm gonna set up a legit business and I'm gonna let you handle that. But I'm not letting you get involved in this street stuff because you a sucker.
He said you a sucker.
That.
Hey, well, that boy Stringer Bell had more. That man had more pages than a motherfucking dog. He had
Oh yeah,
pages.
that's the one right there. Brother moves on. He what? Yeah. Respect the brother moves on. He was solid.
Hey, some good character gangsters on TV, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can put
Absolutely.
the whole Soprano cast on there. Like Chris was cool till he started doing the dope and had to shoot it in his feet and shit, being weird.
Yeah.
He was cool for a minute. Who else? Oh shit.
From TV shows, this man. Honorable mention. Shout out to my guy Happy from Sons. That
From
guy. I
Sons?
take it. Yeah, he was one of my favorite characters
like him.
on anything ever. That dude was a nutcase.
And then they murked his ass. I was like, damn.
No,
bro.
he didn't. He didn't die.
Happy didn't die?
No, Happy's still alive. He made it all the way. I don't know if it maybe in Mayans, but on Sons, he didn't die in Sons.
Okay. No. Then he stayed alive because they didn't kill him in Mayans because he did start doing a little crossover, so they kept him alive. Now they finished the Mayans, man. It's obviously Jax is real. He's Ezekiel kind of same character. Snow on the Bluff. Come on, man, don't do me, Whitfield. I know about Snow on the Bluff. Hey, that when I saw that joint on Netflix, I'm like, what the hell am I watching, bro? Yo, that shit was hilarious, bro. Snow on the Bluff was probably like one of the most funniest things I ever saw. It was like it was real, but it was like it was funny at the same time because it's like it almost had the Tubi goddamn effect on it. Like, what am I watching, bro? Like this is on Tubi, dog. Nah, it was solid, though. Yeah, man. Some good stuff. Some good gangsters on TV, man. Have been on TV, man.
And I'm gonna go with another one. Shout out another one. He's not your typical gangster, but it's one of my favorite shows. Don't tell me I didn't forgot his name. But my guy from Billions.
Yo, I love Billions.
Yeah. Was Bobby Axelrod. Bobby Axelrod's a fuck. I don't care if he ain't on the street. He's a fucking gangster.
Oh yeah, he is.
Axel's a gangster.
I need to finish this last season because I started it. I just didn't finish it yet. But yeah, Bobby Axelrod was pretty much dog.
He didn't have some people knocked off,
bruh. And just the way he moved, man. He had moves, dog. And when him and Prince was going at it, and Prince thought he got the best of him, I was like, "You sure? Like, you sure?" Like this dude was over there running from Fed time, bro, and still
Yeah,
set up shop somewhere else, bro. So I think
yeah,
that's where I'm at on Billions. I think I got to episode 2 of this last season that they just finished up. So I
yeah. I
need.
didn't. I didn't even watch. Well, I did. I kind of skimmed through the season before because when he wasn't in it, I tried it. It was like,
Yeah,
nah,
it
it ain't
was
the
kind of
same.
hard. Yeah,
It
Prince
ain't the
Prince was
same.
weird, bro. Prince was
Yeah,
weird.
but
He
then
was
I
on some
seen
weird
that he
shit,
came
bro.
back for the last season, and I was like, okay, I could. But it's still weird because I guess he's on the end of the spots, but I still gotta watch it because Axe is hard, man.
Yeah. Oh, it definitely gave you that Wolf of Wall Street feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely gave. So yeah, I'm with you on that one, dog. For
Yeah,
sure.
but hey, that's that for the list. Let's get to the now untraumatize ourselves. Fit a little bit of mental release. Fit Fridays. Y'all know how we do. Every Friday we check in with each other. Uh, we recommend that you do the same. Keep your mental in check. Last week though, I kind of lied. Well, I didn't lie. Last week challenge from the week before. It was like set a goal for yourself for that week. And during the episode, I was like, I didn't reach my goal. But I reached it after the episode was over.
Yeah.
So the goal was hit. So pat on the back for myself. Yay, B.
Yeah. Hey, hey, I don't think we're putting time frames on this bitch. As long as you get it done, so it counts.
uh, but how you doing, man? How are you personally? What can I do to help?
Man, it's just check in on the brother. Just send a text, man. It's like, hey, man, how you doing? But man, I overall, I'm good, man. I can't even complain. Yes, Black Wall Street was pretty good. Don Cheadle's
Oh yeah,
uh what's the name of that show? I can't remember if it's Black Wall Street for sure, but he kind of had a but Don Cheadle had a good series on Showtime with Christian Bale. Uh, uh,
mm,
who's Dak
trying to.
Shepard's wife?
You
Shit, what's
talking
her
about
name?
the where you ran some little agency or something?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
I think I know
yeah.
something. I can't remember the name of it. I know what you're talking about.
I gotta look it
You
up because
got.
it's gonna bother me. If it no, Black Monday was something different that he did.
I know
Uh,
exactly what you're talking about because it ended weird.
Hella weird. Um, but it was a pretty good show.
Yeah.
Um, House of Lies. There it is.
Yeah. Exactly. There you go. Yep.
House
Yeah,
of
that was a
Lies.
good show. That
Yeah, that
was a
was a
good
damn
show.
good show. He was always lying, man. Yeah, House of Lies. Um, that was pretty good. But yeah, man. No, man. To man, I'm actually doing better. Can't wait. Looking forward to getting a little vacation in.
Yeah,
Uh,
there you go.
I got a WrestleMania set up for a meet up with a couple of homies in this wrestling
Yeah,
group
you
that
was
we
telling
got.
me.
Can't wait for that. So I got that going on. But the kids got spring break next week for the next 10 days. I'm gonna need
Same
all the
here.
all right, send me all the y'all for real. Because when my kids is home, they drive my nerves. They eat up all my food. So, pray for me, y'all. That's all I ask. Pray for me and our food bill, our light bill. Pray for us, man. Yeah, man. Having the kids home for spring break is going to be a
Yes,
challenge.
sir.
So just text me every now and then, bro. Just be like, hey, yo, you good? Yeah, just check, just text me, dog. Like, yo, you all right over there? And if I give you,
Hey,
hey, even if I don't say nothing, if as long as I give you the thumbs up, I'm alive and cool. As long as I give you the thumbs up, everything Gucci, bro. Goddamn spring break.
so I feel your pain. Same things. It's same thing for my kids next week. Um, yeah. So I'll be going through trying to figure out something. Hoping
Hell
they
yeah,
don't eat us
hell
out of house and home.
Shit, man, we gonna have to pray for each other. We got kids on spring break at the same time. Yeah, we gonna have to pray for you. Yeah, we gonna have a prayer circle. For real. Damn. We both gonna be going through it next week, dog.
Yeah, especially my little man, 8 years old. His favorite two sentences are, "Dad, can you play this game with me?" and "I'm hungry."
Yep. That's my 6-year-old. That's her. Yep. That's what it is.
Oh man. Don't forget. Oh yeah, we coming up next with that. And this dude gonna make me go off on Ben Simmons again. See, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I know it.
No, we can't because I didn't already have my man Bobby G go off on Ben Simmons.
Yeah, he want to open with Ben Simmons. Man, I might have an aneurysm. But you got a challenge for the people this week.
Man, hey, man, woof. Here's my challenge, y'all, man. Man, woof. I know it's hard out here. See if we can go a day without sugar. Just a day. And just see how you feel. Because I've been drinking more water lately, and
Nice.
I've been feeling a lot better. Cutting back on the sugars, trying to stay away from the damn pop. You know,
Yeah.
the sugar in the pop and in the Kool-Aid. I'm
That's how
still
you
a
know you're from
Kool-Aid.
the Midwest.
Yeah, we call it pop.
Pop.
Yeah, yeah, we call it pop in the Midwest. Hey, reason why we call it pop is because take a can of pop and you hit that tab, it goes pop. It don't go soda. All right, that's all I'm saying. So I don't know where the hell they got soda from, but whatever. Anyway, I've been cutting back on the pop. I've been cutting back on the Kool-Aid. Yeah, I'm still a Kool-Aid kid. I'm trying to, manage my sugar intake. Um, you know, I'm trying to not having to go to the doctors and see if I got diabetes. So I'm trying to control my sugars, y'all. So my
Yeah.
challenge to y'all is go a day without sugar as best as possible, which is hard because I think a lot of people don't understand sugar's in a lot of our food.
Yeah.
It's in just about everything. So hey, even if you got to fast for one day and stick to water and just eat some bread or whatever, and eat kind of intermittent fasting if that's what you got to do. Just let's go a day without sugar. It's tough now. Trust me, I'm a big boy. I love to eat, but it's amazing how different you feel without the sugar all in your body, man. And
Absolutely.
it's amazing how you feel, man. And hey, man, we all got kids, man. We want to be around for them, right? So that's my challenge. Go a day without sugars.
All right. I like that, and yeah, 'cause I got a sweet tooth, so yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that.
That's the part, right? I do like some little Debbie snacks, goddammit.
Hey, for me, for the people, here's one. Every day, not no, you know what? I'm gonna do another partner thing. Okay, for those of our viewers who have a life partner, be it spouse, traditional relationship, and if you're single, next time you have a friend over, be it male, female, intimate or not, even if it's just your homie coming over to watch the game, or your bestie coming over to do each other's nails, however we doing it. Uh, sit down with that person, tell them something about you that they might not know,
Mm.
and learn something about them that you might not know. So that's it.
Man, that challenge might either make or break some relationships. I mean,
Now, don't send yourself to prison. Don't turn it into an episode of the first 48.
Ooh. Hey man, that ain't our fault, y'all.
Don't turn it into an episode of the first 48. You know, you restrain yourself.
The results of
I mean,
telling your significant friend or significant other something they don't know about you, it has no reflection of the Audible podcast at all. We are not responsible for what happens next.
And don't mess up your witness protection situation.
Hell
You know,
yeah.
don't do all that.
Hey, we didn't put the disclaimer out there. It ain't our fault, so we are not liable, bro.
But yeah, you know, just share something. Maybe they don't know your favorite color or something, like, you know, something small. It's something that opens up a new line of communication that wasn't there previously.
Nice. I like that.
Without going to prison.
Yeah. Or losing your lady.
Right.
I knew you was fucking that bitch. Well, the fellas on Audible told me we were supposed to talk. Hey, we ain't said all that now, dog. We ain't confess your sins, dog.
Right.
This ain't what it's about.
All right, man. You got anything before we get out of here?
Hey, man. Peace and love, y'all. Hey, be good to each other out here. Don't be cruel. Show more love. That's all. Show more love.
Absolutely, man. Can't say it no better than that. But one thing I add to it is go ahead and follow the directions on the screen. Hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. Turn your notifications on so you know the next time that we are here running our miles, which will be next Friday at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. And remember, if you don't want to see our beautiful faces, you just want to hear our sultry voices, you can catch us after the live episode every Friday at midnight, wherever you get your podcasts, be it Apple Podcasts, be it Spotify, be it Amazon Music, be it Google Podcasts. Go ahead, tap in, and always hop into the chats, leave messages on your message boards, whatever you need to do to make your voice heard, be heard, initiate change. And until next time, I'm Bobby G with boy Wildcard Mar.
Yes, sir.
This has been the Audible Podcast. And, well, Mar, see you next week. I'll see y'all in 30 minutes on In the Hoop.
Yes, sir.